Okay, so buckle up, because today we are diving headfirst into the whirlwind romance of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
A whirlwind that might just end in a trip down the aisle.
Right, exactly. And trust me, you guys are not alone in your obsession with this. We have been absolutely flooded with your requests to do a deep dive on Taylor and Travis and all the engagement rumors.
And it's not just like your usual gossip magazine fodder either, is it?
Not at all.
This is like next level speculation. We're seeing everyone from ESPN analysts to like actual relationship experts weighing in. It's wild.
It really is. But let's back up for a second for anyone who maybe somehow missed all this. First things first, the big question, are they engaged or not?
Right, because so far it's all been very hush-hush.
Very hush-hush. Some sources say they're keeping things unofficial for now, telling close friends and family, but keeping it on the down low publicly.
Which, let's be real, is a pretty classic Taylor move, wouldn't you say?
Oh, 100%. This is a woman who is known for controlling her own narrative.
Exactly.
So this whole, unofficial engagement period could totally be a way to plan their future without, having a million drones following them around.
Oh, for sure. And honestly, can you imagine trying to plan a wedding with that level of media scrutiny?
I can't even imagine. Okay.
Yeah.
But then there's the other big piece of this puzzle, the whole Taylor Swift concert mystery. Because some Swifties are absolutely convinced she basically confirmed this whole engagement during her Eras tour.
Oh, we're talking about Amsterdam, right?
Amsterdam.
Where she did that whole mashup of Mary's song and Everything Has Changed. I mean, even I have to admit, that was a pretty loaded choice of lyrics.
Seriously. And it wasn't just the songs themselves. Fans are dissecting every little detail, saying she seemed like extra giddy during that performance. You're like, our resident body language expert, what's your take? Was she sending us a message?
Okay, let me just say this. Taylor Swift is incredibly aware of how she comes across on stage. Every move, every glance is calculated.
Right.
So whether it's deliberate or just her being her, she's loving all the speculation.
Oh, absolutely.
Keeping everyone guessing. It's brilliant, really.
Totally. Okay, so the concert clues are interesting, but it's not just Taylor sending out these kind of cryptic messages, right? Travis has been surprisingly open about his feelings, too.
Oh, yeah. That podcast with his teammates.
Yes.
Where he basically said he might love her more than Mitch Holthus.
I know.
Team's announcer. I mean, that's a bold statement.
Seriously bold, especially considering how public their lives are.
Right. Like, talk about putting it all out there.
Okay, but let's be practical for a second here.
Yeah.
These two are unbelievably busy. Taylor's in the middle of the world tour. Travis has his whole football career. How on earth are they making this work long distance?
Well, from what we're hearing, it sounds like they're both making a huge effort, like constantly rearranging their schedules, flying back and forth to see each other.
Oh, wow.
Prioritizing that face-to-face time, even with their crazy schedules.
Oh, see, that's kind of sweet. But is that kind of intense connection sustainable long term?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, Rich.
Right. I mean, long distance is tough for anyone, but when you factor in two careers that are basically 24/7?
Exactly. You're talking about a whole other level of commitment.
Totally. And speaking of commitment, we have to travel there to address the rumor that has everyone spiraling, the possibility of a Super Bowl wedding.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's,
I mean, come on.
that's the rumor that just won't quit.
It just won't quit. Part of me is like, okay, that's insane. But then the other part is like, wait, it's Taylor Swift and a Super Bowl champion. This could actually happen.
You're right. It does kind of have that, storybook quality to it. Logistically, I mean, yeah, it's doable. It's Taylor Swift. We've seen some pretty wild halftime shows.
Yeah. We've seen surprise guests.
Oh, yeah.
Anything could happen, right?
Yeah, the Super Bowl it's as much about the entertainment as it is about the actual game these days.
Right. So are we talking actual possibility here?
Yeah.
Or just, wishful thinking from fans who, maybe get a little carried away during football season?
I think it's probably a healthy mix of both, but I think whether it happens or not, or, whether it's a publicity thing or a genuine desire for a crazy epic wedding, that remains to be seen.
Okay, well, I'm adding Super Bowl wedding crasher to my bucket list, just in case.
There you go.
But it's funny. Of all the rumors, we're dissecting the song lyrics. The glances, the Super Bowl one feels the most out there. We're analyzing every little detail, and then bam, Super Bowl wedding.
Yeah, that just shows you the level of scrutiny that comes with being a celebrity couple at that level. Everything gets analyzed.
Totally. But it's interesting though, right? Because some celebrities shy away from that. It's almost like Taylor and Travis are like leaning in.
Oh, they're not shying away at all. And I mean, this isn't exactly uncharted territory for Taylor, is it?
Right.
She's dated actors, musicians. I mean, she even dated a British prince, if you think back.
Oh, yeah.
And each time, it's like the media attention just amplified everything.
It's like they say, all press is good press. Or maybe, in Taylor's case, she's just really good at, like, working it into her art.
Exactly.
I mean, we're talking about it, right?
100%. I mean, she is the queen of turning her life into her music. And this is just another chapter in, the Taylor Swift saga.
And what a chapter it's been. Secret engagements, cryptic concert moments, maybe a Super Bowl wedding. It's like a real-life rom-com unfolding in real time.
Don't forget the whole long-distance love story element in there, too.
Oh, right. See, they're really giving us everything.
They're giving us everything.
But just like in those classic rom-coms, we're left with that burning question, will they or won't they? Are those wedding bells actually going to ring?
Right.
And more importantly, when and where?
Yeah.
So we've talked about the when and the how, but what about the why? Like, what is it about this relationship that has everyone so convinced that these two are, like, end game? Because let's be real, people are already planning their outfits to this wedding that may or may not even be happening.
Oh, I know. It's like the ultimate fantasy event. But I actually think it goes deeper than just like the fairy tale aspect. Like, yeah, you have the pop star, the athlete, that classic kind of like storybook romance.
Right.
Which, let's be honest, we all eat up. But there are all these other layers here too, I think.
Totally. And it's not just hype either, right?
Yeah.
Every time these two are spotted together, they just seem genuinely, like, happy.
Right. Like the chemistry is undeniable.
Yeah.
But also you have to think about the timing of all of it. I mean, this comes after a lot of like really public scrutiny of Taylor's personal life, right? So to see her now, seemingly so happy, so settled, it's easy to get swept up in that.
Totally. It's like she's found her haven, And as someone who, I think it's safe to say, follows Taylor Swift pretty closely, it's nice to see.
It really is. And you can't discount that whole like shared values thing either.
Oh, right.
Because they're both so family oriented.
Yes.
Like we've seen Taylor at Chiefs games with his family and vice versa.
It's the exact
And that kind of foundation. It speaks volumes, I think.
Totally. It's like those shared values, it kind of grounds their relationship, even amidst all the chaos of their careers.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so we've got the fairy tale, the undeniable connection, good timing, shared values. No wonder everyone's already planning their wedding outfits.
Right. It's like, ooh, the perfect storm of, lovey-dovey stuff. But here's a thought. What if the confirmation, like, doesn't come in a traditional way?
What do you mean?
What if instead of, some big announcement, Taylor pulls a Beyonce?
Oh, okay, wait. Dropping the engagement news in a song.
Exactly.
Okay, no, that would be iconic.
Right. Like, imagine a classic Taylor Swift ballad about, finding love in unexpected places amidst all the chaos.
Oh, my God. See, now I need this to happen.
Right. So, yeah, keep your ears peeled, people, because she is the queen of weaving her real life into her music.
Okay, that is a great point. So we started this deep dive, like just trying to figure out if there were wedding bells in Taylor and Travis's future. But we have covered so much more.
We really have, like, the secret engagement rumors, the concert clues, the potential for a Super Bowl wedding.
The Super Bowl wedding.
I mean, come on. It's everything.
It's a lot.
It really is. But I think we did uncover kind of, like, the why behind all of it.
Oh, why?
Why this couple? Why now? And I think it comes down to, like, they really do represent that kind of, like, modern fairy tale.
Totally.
Finding love when you least expect it.
And against all odds.
Right, exactly.
Because they have these insane lives and these crazy schedules.
It's true love.
It really is. Oh, my gosh. Well, on that note, thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive. You guys clearly have amazing taste in celebrity couples.
The best.
And make sure you stay tuned, because as soon as we have any updates on this whole situation, new song drops, cryptic Instagram captions, whatever it may be, you are going to be the first to know.